In this lesson on the Mach meter, we are going to start by looking at the speed of sound and its relationship to temperature. We will then look at the purpose of the Mach meter and its principle of operation and construction. To conclude the lesson, we will look at Mach meter errors and the effects of blockages and leaks. As an aircraft approaches the speed of sound, pressure waves or shock waves start to form. These shock waves cause increased drag, a loss of lift, buffeting and pitch changes. There can also be a reduction or loss of control effectiveness. In high-speed flight, it is essential therefore to know the aircraft speed in relation to the speed of sound. The speed of sound is known as Mach 1. The value of Mach 1 depends on the temperature of the air and will vary as temperature changes. The colder of the air, the lower the speed of sound will be. The speed of sound for a given temperature is known as the local speed of sound or the LSS. At sea level in the international standard atmosphere, conditions of plus 15 degrees Celsius, the local speed of sound is 661 knots. We can calculate a local speed of sound by using the formula shown here, or we can use a CRP-5 or similar navigation computer. Let us calculate the local speed of sound using the formula first. In this formula, the local speed of sound in knots equals 38.95 times the square root of the static air temperature in degrees absolute. Note the formula uses degrees absolute. To convert from degrees Celsius to degrees absolute, just add 273 degrees, as 0 degrees Celsius equals plus 273 degrees absolute. Degrees absolute may also be known as degrees Kelvin. Let us work through an example to find the local speed of sound. If the static air temperature is minus 50 degrees Celsius, what will the local speed of sound be? Remember, we are working in degrees absolute, though the static air temperature is minus 50 plus 273, which equals 223 degrees absolute or Kelvin. Applying our formula, local speed of sound equals 38.95 times the square root of 223, which gives us a local speed of sound of 582 knots. Using the CRP-5 navigation computer or similar, and using the same air temperature of minus 50 degrees Celsius that we use for the formula calculation, find the airspeed window on the navigation computer. Turn the inner scale around until an arrow marked Mach number index appears in the window and place this arrow against the air temperature of minus 50 degrees Celsius on the air temperature scale. Now look for the number 10 on the inner scale. We will utilize the number 10 as Mach 1 for the purpose of this exercise. Opposite on the outer scale, read off the figure 582. We will designate this as 582 knots, which is the same local speed of sound as our formula-derived answer. The purpose of the Mach meter is to display the aircraft's true airspeed or TAS as a proportion or ratio of the local speed of sound. So let us now look at the Mach meter, starting with the principle of its operation. Although we know that the local speed of sound depends on temperature, it can also be shown mathematically that the Mach number is derived from dynamic pressure divided by static pressure. Though the Mach meter is required to sense dynamic pressure and also static pressure. If we look at the cutaway illustration of a Mach meter, we can see how this is achieved. Static pressure is fed into the instrument case, while an airspeed capsule, inside the instrument case, is fed with veto pressure. Expansion or contraction of the airspeed capsule will therefore give us dynamic pressure, and movement of the airspeed capsule is transmitted by the airspeed link and the main shaft to move the ratio. This is a sealed capsule which will expand or contract as a static pressure inside the instrument case changes. Movement of the altitude capsule will move the ratio arm in the direction of C, D. A spring-blooded ranging arm transmits the movement of the ratio arm to the pointer mechanism. We can see therefore that movement of the pointer results from the interrelationship of the pressures sent by both the airspeed capsule and the altitude capsule. And we can see that the sequence of the linkage movement is that the ratio arm moves the ranging arm, which in turn moves the pointer on the dial. The only errors which affect the Mach meter are instrument error, position or pressure error, and maneuver-induced error. We look at each of the errors in turn, and then we will look at why the Mach meter does not suffer from density, temperature, and compressibility error. Instrument error results from manufacturing imperfections, friction and play in the moving parts of the instrument. Position error or pressure error occurs as a result of suction and turbulent airflow in the vicinity of the towhead or static source. Maneuver-induced error results from temporary and unpredictable fluctuations of air pressure around the static source. The Mach meter does not suffer from density, temperature, or compressibility error because firstly, density affects both the dynamic pressure and the static pressure equally and is therefore cancelled out. Secondly, temperature change alters the density of the air, and as we have just seen, density error has been cancelled out. Compressibility error does not apply because compressibility is a function of dynamic pressure divided by static pressure, and this is the ratio which the Mach meter displays as Mach number. If we think about the construction of the Mach meter, we will be able to work out what will happen in the event of either a ptow or static blockage. Should the ptow source become blocked, the Mach meter will behave in the same way as an airspeed indicator. In a climb, the airspeed capsule will have excessive static pressure trapped inside. As the static pressure within the instrument case reduces with altitude, the airspeed capsule will be allowed to expand excessively, which in turn will cause the Mach meter to overheat. Conversely, the Mach meter will underrate in the descent. If the static source becomes blocked, the Mach meter will overheat in a descent. In the descent, the static pressure within the instrument case and the static pressure component of ptow pressure should normally increase at the same rate and cancel each other out. However, the blockage prevents the static pressure from increasing within the instrument case, and provided the indicated airspeed remains constant, we can see that the expansion of the airspeed capsule will be excessive. Similarly, the reduced static pressure within the instrument case will allow the altitude capsule to remain expanded, causing the instrument to overheat. In the climb, the reverse will happen and the Mach meter will underrate. We can recall this easily by remembering the mnemonic PUDSOD. E stands for ptow blocked, U stands for underrate, and D stands for descent, S stands for static blocked, O stands for overrate, and again D stands for descent. A leak in the static source within the pressure hole will cause the pressure sense to be the same as the pressurized hole, and the Mach meter will underrate in the climb. If a leak develops in the ptow source, the ptow pressure will be low, the airspeed capsule will not expand correctly, and the Mach meter will underrate. This concludes the lesson. A brief summary follows. The speed of sound is known as Mach 1. The speed of sound varies with temperature. The speed of sound for a given temperature is known as the local speed of sound or LSS. The local speed of sound at sea level in ISO conditions of plus 15 degrees Celsius is 661 knots. The formula for calculating the local speed of sound is 38.95 times the square root of T, where local speed of sound is given in knots. 38.95 is a constant and T is the static air temperature in degrees absolute. Note that 0 degrees Celsius equals plus 273 degrees absolute or Kelvin. Mach number is proportional to dynamic pressure divided by static pressure. The Mach meter displays true airspeed or TAS as a proportion or ratio of the local speed of sound. The Mach meter contains an airspeed capsule and an altitude capsule. Movement of the pointer on the dial of the Mach meter results from the interrelationship of the pressures sensed by both of these capsules. The ratio arm moves the ranging arm, which moves the pointer. The only errors which affect the Mach meter are instrument error, position or pressure error, and maneuver-induced error. A blockage in the PETO source will cause the Mach meter to override in the climb and underride in the descent. A blockage in the static source will cause the Mach meter to override in the descent and underride in the climb. The mnemonic to remember is PUDSOD. A leak in the static source within the pressure hole will cause the pressure sensed to be the same as the pressurized hole and the Mach meter. A leak in the PETO source will cause the Mach meter to underride.